Well, hello, Budget Dolls. I'm Margot, and welcome back to Budgets Untamed. I am here to talk about part 2 of my tax situation. Remember from the last video that I found out that I owed $45,000 to the IRS. And ChatGPT was helping me knock it all the way down. Okay, so the last place that we ended, and thank you so much for being patient with me. I had a little bit of running around to do. I had to get ready for work the next day, and I just needed to do a few things before, the end of my day. So that's the reason why I had to leave you. I think I will come back to it if I have to. Okay, but we're back. And I wanted to say that knocking it down to the $8,000 was just the surface, but I thought it was the end, and I was so grateful. I was so happy. I did not even care how much interest. I didn't even think about any of that. I just went from $45,000 down to $8,000, and that was good enough for me. Okay, so what happened in the end was the guy from Tax Rise, he was very firm, and he told me, this is the end. There's nothing else I can do. This is where we stand, and this is how much you owe. If you don't turn in your 23 and 24 returns, all of this will be reneged within 30 days. So I contacted the comptroller that helped me with it, with filing my returns, and I sent them to him, and I asked him if he would take care of that for me, and he did. So he prepared them. He waited for my word. Okay, so we are here to the point where I talked with ChatGPT, and I said, this is where we stand. He said, go ahead and make sure that he files those returns with the IRS so they're within your 30 days. There are many things that we need to do to negate anything else that might happen in the future. Anything else that's gonna mess up your $8,000, we need to keep that. So he went ahead and he filed it. So then we're on, chat said, there's a little bit more you can do with the $8,000 issue. Are you interested? Yes, I'm interested. Do you have any other places that you can get a loan from? Do you have any money in your savings that you can put toward that $8,000? And yes, I do. But I don't want to take all of my money out because I had worked the last 2 years to save up for my emergency fund and my 1 month ahead. So I had that much in my savings, but I didn't want to deplete it all. I don't know why. I mean, working towards my savings to build it up again is better than paying off $8,000 with interest. So he told me to sit down and let's go through this together. So I sat down with a pen and paper, and I wrote down everything that I was supposed to do. Contact that loan company that was loaning the $8,000 to Tax Rise and find out what the terms are. Chat said that if your interest rate is higher than 18%, that's not good. You need to find out if that interest rate will be retroactive from the first day, the 90 days. You need to find out, is there a penalty if you pay it off early? So I got on the phone with them and I asked all of those questions. So my answers were, your interest rate will be 24% after the 90 days. On November 1st, of your 90 days, all of the interest will be retroactive from the first day that this loan was given to you. So you're going to have a retroactive payment of interest, and you will not have a prepayment penalty. However, you have to make that first payment first before you can change anything with the loan. So they're trying their hardest to get everything from me. Okay, so then Chat said, okay, do you have any 0% interest credit cards that you could transfer that balance to? And yes, I did. So I do have a 0% interest credit card. So I contacted them again and they said, I'm sorry, you cannot transfer this balance. It's not that type of account. So I wasn't able to do that. That's part of the terms. Okay, so then it was, okay, how much money can you give up out of your savings account to go towards this bill right away? And then we're going to try to get a loan for the balance. If you can get a loan for a 0% interest, it's the same thing. You deposit the money into your account, and then when it's time to make the payment, you make the payment to the other company, and then you're done. You do have to pay that loan back, but your interest rate will be much lower. So I got all excited. Oh my goodness, that's the absolute best answer. But then I thought, is this what I want? Do I want another loan? Do I need another loan? Yeah, you need another loan because it'll be 0% interest. You're going to have to pay $8,000 regardless. So I picked up the phone and I called. I called 2 of my credit unions that I belong to. And the first credit union said yes, but with a contingency. The second credit union said no. So I contacted the first credit union and I went back, and the terms were that you would get, that it would be 18% interest. Also, you can pay it back. There's no penalty to pay it back. And you can take as long as you need to pay it back, of course. But what I liked about the terms was there was no prepayment penalty and it was only 18%. So that was cheaper than the other loan. So then it was about getting that loan processed so I could have the money in my account, which is what I'm waiting for now. And then I can go and pay off the IRS loan so that I don't have to pay the 24% when it comes due on November 1st. So that is how ChatGPT helped me. And there's so many more things that Chat helped me with that I just want to share with you guys a little bit at a time, and I will. But what I need for you to understand is, regardless of how old you are, regardless of what your problem is, talk to ChatGPT about it. Yes, there is a fee. It's not free. It shouldn't be free. Anything that's helping you to that magnitude should not be free. Whomever these people are that came up with the idea should get paid for the idea. The same is with maybe Steve Jobs and his Apple iPhone. You might not like Apple, it's okay. Any iPhone that anybody created, they should get paid for it because it's phenomenal. So AI is phenomenal. I don't know how it came about. I don't care. I'm not going into the details of how it began its existence right now. All I know is what we see and what we have available to us is worth the $19.99 per month that it's asking us to pay. Now, we stream Disney, we stream Hulu, we stream to watch Yellowstone, which is one of my favorite shows. We stream everything. I don't even have a cable bill anymore. I haven't had a cable bill for the last couple of years because I just stream. Now, I'm very conscious about what I'm streaming, but some people aren't. They stream $150, $175 a month worth of stuff. You might as well have had cable. I'm very conscious about what I'm streaming because when I got rid of my cable, I didn't want an excessive streaming bill. One of the reasons to get rid of cable was to get rid of that bill. But $19.99 is worth it. It's almost like the people that have Canva Pro, it's worth it, right? I don't even know how much it is, $14, $15 a month, it's worth it. And for those folks that have to have Wi-Fi, such as myself, it's worth it. You can't live without it. So I'm to the point where I can't live without ChatGPT right now. It has helped me in so many aspects of my life, and my budgeting is just the icing on the cake. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know how ChatGPT was able to help me get rid of my tax debt. And it really has. This has bothered me for years. And it finally came to a head with ChatGPT. I have so much more to talk to you guys about. I am so happy that you were able to join me today. And I cannot wait for you to share my videos for others to hear my story. and for others to be able to learn from my story and actually tap on that ChatGPT app, sign up, go for it, and get rid of some of the problems that you have. It's cheaper than a psychologist. It's cheaper than a therapist. It is for me anyway. And I haven't even gotten into everything that I want to talk to Chad about. I still have so much more to go. But right now, it's helped me with the biggest thing in my life, and I'm grateful. So, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Now, I have all that text mess straightened out, and it has been, oh my goodness, a journey of its own. I feel like in my video, I kind of mixed some things up and said them wrong, but it's been 7 years or so that I've been dealing with this. So, it may be a little jumbled, but it's actually what happened. So now you're probably wondering, how is that going to fit into my personal budget? And I am going to break that all down for you next and show you how exactly what those numbers are and how I'm going to put it together. Stay with me through this journey for the rest of this year so you can see exactly how I plan to knock this debt out. I am not going to do this forever. My goal for 25 was to actually pay down debt so that when 2026 came, I wasn't dealing with so much debt. I could, put a lot more into my savings and maybe take a little trip. But now that I have this on my shoulders, I'm going to have to postpone that a bit. And it's okay. It'll be there when I'm ready to go back out to the traveling and having a great time. I was able to buy a nice Louis Vuitton bag with saving in like a little personal savings that I was doing. And, that sustained me for this year. It really did. So I have some auto work to get done. And I also have to deal with this tax debt. So I want you to stay with me through my journey through the rest of this year and see exactly how those numbers look in my personal budget. We'll talk soon, dolls. Bye-bye.